right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio, Chuck Dizzle DJ HED.
Yes.
Live from the Fab Factory Studios.
Shout out to Fab Factory Studios. It's where we do all our content, and you can too. Check them out at Fab Factory Studios on all social platforms.
Absolutely, man.
It's been an interesting tournament.
Nothing too interesting happened the last week or so.
There's been a lot of shit going on. First and foremost, I want to shout out to everybody that's been checking out honest feedback on my Twitch stream. A lot of dope artists. I found this dude named Dami G. He's a tremendous songwriter. And what's dope to me about this dude, Dami G, is he's here. I think he's in Anaheim, if I'm not mistaken. But he's like, I don't want to be an artist. Like, I just want to write these beautiful songs.
You rarely hear that, too. Because most people want to be in front.
He was like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I write beautiful songs. I produce amazing songs. And I just want to give them to people and have them bring it to life. So I wanted to shout out to Dami G.
So what honest feedback did you have for him?
I literally had none.
Really?
The songs are perfect.
Really?
In real life.
Okay.
His name is Written by Dom. Check him out on social media. Written by Dom on Instagram. But yeah, super dope and super grateful to everybody that subscribed to my Twitch channel. And also keep supporting Chuck Dizzle on the radio.
Please do, because I need it. All right,
Facts.
I need all that.
He needs that.
Need all that. No, but I definitely want to get into. I mean, we try to not go too long. And before we even start, just clear transparency. What did you say before we started?
Can we get through this episode without talking about Kanye?
Absolutely not. I mean, we can.
I don't want to talk about Ye because it's for what? As soon as this episode comes out,
right? Some other stuff.
It's gonna be some whole other shit. Like Kanye rode a donkey into the Grand Canyon, and now he need to be airlifted and evac to a hospital for dehydration. Like that's the headline. Right after we drop the episode,
it's gonna be something else like that.
It's gonna be like Ye buys all the rest of the orangutans from the LA Zoo and set them free in Brentwood. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be some shit.
Well,
like
I do want to touch on one thing. All right, if for the folks that have no idea what we're talking about, he recently made another trip to the Drink Champs. Shout out to our folks over at Drink Champs, Nori and EFN. Controversial episode. He said some things that, a lot of communities got upset about. A lot of people were just picked apart a lot of different parts of that episode, right? My thing is this. Nori apologizes, and they take the episode down.
Because of the George Floyd comment.
Was it?
I think so, because he said, obviously, well, the family of George Floyd filed a lawsuit. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's like a $200+ million lawsuit against Ye for the accusations. I'll say accusations that he made that George Floyd died from fentanyl and not from what we all saw, which is crazy, by the way.
Clearly,
that's crazy to even say that.
No, so aside from all that, because you can pick apart all of that, I don't even want to get into that side of it. I want to know. Do you think they should have taken it down?
Damn, I didn't think we was gonna go there.
Only reason why I say it is because I feel like once it's up, and you notice from a content perspective, once it's up,
it belonged to the streets.
It belonged to the streets. The internet's got it.
Yeah.
So
even before it
I understand, but the damage is done. It's already out there. I understand apologizing for it.
I'm not a fan of removing posts and taking shit down, especially if there's no like real rhyme or reason. There's no real remorse for it. Mm-hmm. You only taking it down to appease somebody else. I'm not a fan of that. Because if you said it and you stand on it, what's the point? What's the reason to take it down? Now, what makes the situation complicated is it's so many layers of this shit.
A lot of layers.
And that's why I don't want to talk about Ye. But anyway, we here now. So Ye said it on Drink Champs. Drink Champs podcast audio is on the Black Effect Podcast Network, which is, shout out to our brother Charlemagne the God. That's his network. Shout out to Dolly as well. But that's also in connection with iHeartMedia. Mm-hmm. Now, the actual television show Drink Champs airs on Revolt Network, which also has partners and affiliates and business. And so it's so many different people that has say so before you even get to Nori. Like I saw people like Nori took it down. Nori didn't take it down. Nori doesn't. I met. Listen, no disrespect. Okay, I know EFN. Okay, I know Nori well enough.
Yeah.
Okay, Nori probably doesn't know how to even log in
to the back end.
to the back end
Right.
of these servers and erase an episode.
Right.
I'm going out on a limb here and saying I don't
Respectfully though,
Respectfully.
that's not his thing. He's talent, so it's like he doesn't
That's
need to know how to
It's
do
not
all
his
the back
thing.
end.
So Nori specifically didn't take the video down. Okay, I would say that. I would say whoever's in charge of the things and whoever runs the networks and all these people made a decision collectively. I'm sure there was a meeting or a Zoom or a conference call that happened, and it's like, hey, we got to figure this out because there's a lawsuit now involved. Now, if Black Twitter's in an uproar, if you have outrage, as long as there's nothing tangible, in my opinion, these people in these corporate offices don't give a fuck.
Well,
Unless there's tangible outrage, meaning, oh, you offended somebody, you called somebody out of their name, and now you offended somebody, one of the organizations for mental health, or LGBTQ, or like all these different organizations we have seen turn it on and affect real change, right? Black Lives Matter, whatever the case may be. I don't think that just like Ye says crazy stuff all the time,
and which is why he's been banned on a lot of outlets, and it kind of brings my point, like. Nori, as a friend, gave him a platform, and I don't know. My thing is, if you clearly say, look, the thoughts and views of Ye are not my own, not the network, which was actually aired before the Revolt video, it was already up there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already know what damage is going to be done, kind of putting it out there. So it's like, at that point, why take it?
Well, you do it. Look, the reason why people have Ye on their platform is they know what
it's going to do numbers.
It's going to do numbers, and they know
it's Ye. Come on,
it's
now.
a spectacle.
Yeah.
So my thing is, and I saw Wack post this. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of stuff Wack be saying publicly, but this I do agree with. You know why you had Ye on the show. Mm-hmm. Okay, we all know why you have somebody like Ye on the show at this point. Yeah. In this climate, right? So when you have Ye on the show, don't run from it.
Right.
You know what's coming with
Embrace
that.
it. Yeah.
So stand on it and be like, well, hey, that man got his own thoughts. I don't necessarily agree, and it's going to let him. It's going to be what it's going to be, like what you said. I think it gets tricky, though, when somebody files a lawsuit. How often do people file a lawsuit based on content you see? It's not often. Like you got the girl that just got sued by, was it Cardi B?
Right.
Was it Cardi B?
The blogger.
Tasha K.
Yeah.
So when she got sued, you don't never see that. Like you see people say wild shit on the internet all the time.
Right.
And nothing ever happens. I think it gets tricky when there's litigation involved.
Okay.
Especially when you got big corporate networks. If me and you on the Homegrown Radio podcast, we own it. Mm-hmm. We distribute it ourselves. Yeah. We're not signed to Barstool or
any of these other major
platforms. Yeah, we're not signed to nothing. So it's a little different when you have other people in your pocket.
That makes sense. I mean, let's just say the lawsuit does go through. They push it forward. Them taking it down is not going to stop the fact that they still going to go for their money.
I agree with you.
So that's the only reason why I'm like, at that point, why take it down? And we can get into the this and that of why it happened, when it happened, and the apologies that sued. But I was just curious from that standpoint, just because like the damage is already done, and I even think Nori even talked about it, saying that I think Revolt had said Puff cleared it. That part he was talking about, Puff and Meek or whatever. So the Revolt heads, they cleared the actual video to go out. If you really didn't want that smoke and you saw it, it's like, you know what? We ain't gonna want to take a chance on that. Just like HBO when he was on the shop. They was like, look, we ain't even dealing with that.
That's exactly.
And we not rocking with it.
But you did it and you put it out. I'm just not a fan of taking stuff out. I'm not a fan of editing. I understand that things happen in certain instances. Like even when we do our radio show, I don't believe that we have not aired an episode because they said something wild. I think that we've not aired episodes because it was inaudible, like, when we had Rich the Kid on and stuff.
Shouts out to Rich the Kid.
But I don't think that we've not aired something because we were afraid of the backlash that was going to come from it. And if it was that crazy, we just probably wouldn't even do it anyway.
No, there's been cases like that where it's like, let's just not even do the interview.
Yep, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I turned that interview down at least 3 times. I'm cool. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's real to me. So I guess that's a good example. But I don't know. I just hope that, honestly, to be honest with you, I really enjoy, and this is probably not gonna go over well, but I really enjoyed seeing Tasha K lose that lawsuit.
Why is that?
Because you have to be held accountable for things you say. You can't just say crazy. You can't say things that are untrue about people and not expect people to react. Now, and you can't slander people. I'm not saying that that's what she did, but I'm just saying the things that were said about Tasha K when all this was going down is she was making accusations, blah, 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 right? You can't just say whatever you like. Freedom of speech is not, I don't think that people have really thought about what that is and where it comes from. Freedom of speech came from old white men who was low-key running away from some other oppressed white men.
They like, look, we need some freedom over here.
Yeah, so anyway, the foundation of all that freedom of speech shit is based on some other shit that America's some crooks anyway. So it's all bullshit, and I think you should be held accountable for the things you say, especially when it's inflammatory to somebody else and can probably hurt whatever they got going on.
So is there such thing as freedom of speech?
Yes, but no, yes and no. You can say whatever you want, but then people can react however they want.
Got you. You got to be held accountable.
Hell yeah. Because the thing about it got real world consequences, right? You can't just say, like, for instance, I'll give you an example, perfect example. Freddie Gibbs, good friend of mine, homie, right? Freddie Gibbs was falsely accused of sexual assault, right? That could have got that man killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Forget being locked up. Forget, not being with his family. Like, that shit is taken serious, especially inside. Like,
that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, something that this woman said, now I wasn't there, I don't know what happened, but he was acquitted. So I got to go off the verdict, right?
Yeah.
So if Freddie Gibbs was acquitted, what happens to the woman who made that accusation? Nothing? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
That's wild to me because I can't do the same. We wouldn't have the same. I mean, I know double standards exist, but the same thing wouldn't be applied across the board to everybody.
Nah, not at all.
I think it's just, that's something that we people play with that a lot. Like, you could just say whatever you want. I seen I'm not gonna say his name, but I seen a podcaster get on and say wild. I mean, you got people like even academics. He says wild shit all the time, but there's no consequences to your actions because you're at the house or you streaming from your basement or you on a TV production. There's no consequences. Like, for us, we be around.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I was talking to Glasses about. Like, you have to be held accountable for the things you say. And the difference between, the reason why people look at us differently than they look at a lot of these other people is because, one, we're accessible, and two, we come from a world where you have to be cognizant of the things you say because you will be held accountable.
For sure.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Because niggas gonna see you.
They'll definitely see you and ask questions, and probably not even ask questions in most cases. So,
Facts.
I'm just curious about that only because, I mean, we're in the world now where, again, social media is out there. Again, you see these things happen, and when people aren't held accountable, I honestly blame the audience for a lot of it too, because it's like, we were talking about this off camera. Hey, we cannot talk about Ye all the time, but somebody's clicking it. Somebody wants to see what he has to say, and it's bringing it up to the point where it's a hot topic every single week. You know what I mean? And I think he understands that, so he's saying triggering things and make sure he's having these conversations that's gonna give the people uproar like us right now. We talking about it. But that's it. We done for right now.
I'm cool. I do want to bring this up because you married. Okay.
Oh God.
I saw Jada Pinkett Smith on, I forgot which program. It might have been her own.
Red Table Talk?
It might have been Red Table, but I'm not sure. I saw Jada Pinkett Smith talk about Will Smith, her husband, going on trips with his ex.
Ain't no way. That's the hot topic, right? Ain't no way. There's no way.
I didn't even ask the question.
I'm just letting you know, ain't no way. There's no way that shit's flying.
No way.
No way that's flying.
But what if like they...
You know what? No. There is a difference. There is a difference because they have kids. They have a son together.
Right.
So if it's a family trip like that,
so
you have to preface it as a family trip.
Okay,
though.
so your wife has a pre-existing kid.
Okay.
Before y'all got married.
We're doing imagination here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your wife has a pre-existing kid with this guy.
Uh-huh.
And this guy wants to take her and the kid to Italy.
Uh-huh.
You cool?
Hell yeah, because we all going. I love Italy. That's crazy. I love Italy. My son loves Italy. My son that's about to be born, shout out to you, we ain't talked about that, We're going to get in that in a second.
You-
He going to love Italy.
No, you don't get to.
Oh, no.
Why you need to go?
Because it's a family affair.
No, but they family.
No. We family. We.
Why you insecure?
I'm a package deal. Ain't no insecure. I like Italy.
Okay, they going to Egypt.
I fuck with Egypt too. That's crazy. I've been wanting to see the pyramids. That's crazy.
Okay, tell me why you want to go.
I love Egypt.
No.
I've been wanting to travel.
You full of shit.
I've been wanting to travel lately. And it's crazy that the two places that you name, I've been dying to go.
Why you won't just tell me why you really want to go?
No, I really want to go. I really want to go to Egypt, and I really want to go to Italy.
They going to the Congo, and they
Congo,
can sleep on the dirt.
Crazy. That's crazy.
What?
I love the motherland. So yes, we going. I've been wanting to get in touch with the roots. You know what I'm saying? The motherland, the roots, the foundation, Africa, baby.
Bro, you so full of shit.
Come on, man. Look, we rolling. All
what
of
if
us.
you can't go because of work?
Damn, that's crazy. We all can't go. We got to rearrange this trip so we can all enjoy this.
PB, you see how insecure he is?
This ain't insecurity. We all got to go. It's a family affair.
So, PB, your girl can't go?
Nope, exactly.
What's wrong with y'all?
Because you ain't got a woman. That's why.
But
So you letting your lady go?
Yeah.
You letting her roll?
If he paying for it, absolutely.
Get out of here.
I'm be in my drawers at the house on the Call of Duty.
What if you got to watch the kid?
Nah, you gotta take the kid.
No, the kid. No. The kid.
No, because Jada Pinkett said that they all go. The mom.
No. Damn that. So we changed it up because your situation different. You want to be in your drawers and all that. Nah, the kid's coming back with you.
How old is the kid?
The kid is. No, you got to fix him his plate. So he ain't that old.
Oh, no.
Yeah, now you can't just play Call of Duty.
I'll get a sitter.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
So your wife and her ex going to Egypt. Let him go. As long as he paying for it.
Hell yeah. If he paying for it, absolutely.
What if she hits you on the side like, babe, I really want to go on this exhibit, this trip or whatever. Just, I want to go ride the camels out there. Can you cash at me?
No.
Why not?
Because you on his watch. What you mean? What the fuck you mean? I relinquished all duties when you got on that airplane. You know what I'm saying?
All duties?
Man, look, bro.
So all duties?
Hey, look, see, the thing is, I'm not worried about none of that.
Of course you're not.
Because what's going to happen is going to happen. You can't stop it from happening.
Right.
So why even do that? Like, why even regulate and all that?
Nah, because I want to go on the trip. That's what I want to go on the trip.
We going.
We going. We going.
I don't understand. So
there's no way you can frame this. We going.
Okay, tell me, other than you liking these places, why do you need to go?
Okay. So, yeah. I'm thinking of like a couple of things. I'm thinking of
PB go put that little white boy over you.
I'm thinking of a couple of things. What's their relationship like?
They cool.
Nah, I ain't know they cool. That's the thing. I need context for all of that.
Tell me why.
Because it's gonna let me know the extent of their relationship.
Why you need to know the extent of their relationship?
Because you're asking me about it.
No,
you asked me another reason why.
I know, but why? What I'm saying is, why not? Why do you need to know all this information to know if she can go or not?
Because I feel like it. No, honestly, because I would want to know the extent of their relationship. If it's something that's like, if they're super cool, platonic, like if it's one of those relationships where I know, okay, he a cool dude, like he got his own situation, whatever, then it's whatever. But
so he has to be in a relationship.
If he's in a relationship, yeah.
He can't be single.
No, that doesn't make sense. Like why are they going? No, nah. That's the case. I'm definitely going. We for sure going. Call it insecure. I'm rolling. Family. we need to get acquainted. Like yeah.
I don't understand this.
I'm just not signing off on that. I can't sign off.
Can't sign off on that.
Nah, I can't do it. I was gonna try to find a cool way to say that shit. Nah, I can't sign off on that.
Okay, so what's your take on Jada being cool with it then? How like?
I mean, we know the history of their relationship, so if you cool with it, that's not my relationship.
No, I know that, but
if you cool with it, Handle
But
your business.
you have an opposing view. Like I'm with her. Go.
Yeah.
So if you have an opposing view, so what's your take on our view?
I'm not gonna stop you from doing what you do. I just say that's crazy
Why is it crazy?
because it's not my view. I just wouldn't do that. If you want to do it, that's your
You're not signing off PP or no in no way.
I'm not gonna stop you if you want, you want to have your lady go out there with her ex.
My thing, this is my philosophy on it. It's what's going to happen is going to happen.
That's
and you
fine.
can't get in front of it.
You're
You
right.
can't stop a moving train. Like you can't do nothing about it. If she want to dip off and get some other ping, it's going to happen.
That is all facts. What I'm saying is that as a family, I don't want you taking a trip without me. I want to experience a family trip with you.
How you
If we
making
fam-
her trip
Now,
about you?
Because she my wife.
You can't
What
make
mean?
her trip about you.
No. Exactly. See, here's the thing about marriage. When you sign those papers, when you get married, it's a contract.
Yeah.
Now it's 50-50. What's mine is yours is mine. So your trip is now my trip. That's how it goes.
Wait, so hold on, let me see. Let me try to call.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm like, hey, hang up. Baby, hang up.
You call your wife. Okay, so I think what's dope is, I mean, we all have had a back seat. I'm sorry, no, we all have had a front row seat to Will and Jada's relationship for a long time now, right? They live pretty much out loud. They very honest. I love that shit. I love
that too for them. That's great. That's amazing.
I want that.
I would love that for you too.
I want what they have
That's
as far as being that transparent, that being that vulnerable, that be like, because then when you do shut it down, you do say, no, I don't want you to go to Belize with this nigga. And you'd be like, why? It'd be like, because it hurts my feelings every time I think about you and him together. That's some real nigga shit. I fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's some shit Will Smith would say, right? At the red table. I like that kind of shit because that's some real shit. All this other shit, like people be, like the conversation didn't actually come from a Jada thing. It came from a conversation I had with my homegirl, and it was like, you don't really trust this person. No, I do trust him, but I don't trust her. I'm like, bro, come on, dog.
Right.
If you trust this nigga, you wouldn't have to worry about her. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So I really want to get to that point where it's like, because that's a different level of peace. That's the Omarion level of being unbothered.
Yeah.
That's the Bowser level of Omarion unbotheredness. I want to be at Bowser level Omarion. If a Bowser is a Nintendo reference, you wouldn't understand.
Yes. I'm just trying to think of I don't know if I can get there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can get there because going on trips is one thing. Hey, you want a girls trip or if you just want to go out, cool. But when you introduce an old significant other, it just brings a different dynamic. Which you're right. Some of it might be rooted in insecurities. You're right. Totally agree with that. But another part is just like, damn. And here's another thing. I think this is probably another important factor. And I bring Italy and Egypt up. If we haven't been there together already, that's a huge reason. Now, if we've already did it,
So you're saying,
this is what I'm saying. There might be an underlying thing in me that say, oh, we've already done that before. Like we do an annual trip. Let's say we do an annual trip to Egypt, right? And for whatever reason, one year I can't go, and they go. Family though, I'll be okay with it.
so you and your wife have gone to what, Mexico?
Cabo.
We went to Cabo.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd be okay with her going to Cabo with her ex?
When you say that out loud like that, nah.
You just
I tried to be
talked
okay with
you
it.
just
Nah.
talked all that high power
I
shit.
did. Nah, I can't do it. I tried.
Cap, nigga.
Give me the cap. For sure. Give me the big cap. PB, Photoshop a cap. Because I for sure was capping right now. I couldn't do that. Because now I just went to what just happened in Cabo last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I want to talk about Young Jock first. I want to talk to you about. I'm gonna shout out to Young Jock. Okay, are you gonna read the text message?
I'm trying to hold on. Let me try to pull
Yeah,
it up.
please read the text message. So Young Jock, okay, accidentally Zales somebody
$1,800.
$1,800. Accidentally Zelle somebody. Now this has happened to all of us
Mm-hmm.
at some point. I'm not saying it's been 1,800, but somebody has sent an accidental text message to somebody. Like you send your girl, you tell her, oh, you on the phone, you playing sleep, like good night, babe, and then you send the text like, hey, I'm at the gate.
Nah, I ain't
And
never-
you
I ain't never did
accidentally,
that
you ain't never did that?
Hell no, I
That
never did
happens.
that shit.
So you
That's
accidentally
crazy.
said like, you
That's
sent the wrong text to the wrong person. Young Jock though sent $1,800 to the wrong person. One, I want to know who needs $1,800 specifically. Like that Young Jock knows, right? Because it's like obviously it's not a round number like that.
So he
but then
said-
two,
Go ahead.
But then two, Young Jock sent the $1,800 to the wrong person using Zelle. Again, going back to that generation of niggas using technology, right? Shout out to Nori and the EFN. Anyway, he sends the Zelle to the wrong person and tries to get the money back.
Yeah, see.
And then the person blocked him. But this is what go ahead. Say what,
He says, hi, can you please return the $1,800 that I mistakenly sent to your account via Zelle? I don't know you, nor do you know me. Please do the right thing. God has a bigger blessing for you. ... And then some time later, I know you blocked my number, and that's okay. I just need the $1,800 that was sent to your account via Zelle. Now, I don't have
God has a bigger blessing.
I don't have a problem with that, right? The God has a bigger blessing is wild. This is the part that gets me. He then posts this conversation on IG and says, can y'all call this number and ask them to return my money, right? And in the caption, this is what gets me, says, so I sent them a Zelle by mistake and they won't return my money. Can y'all please call, text them, and ask them to return my little change? Now, that's the part that get me, you hurt. Yeah. You hurt. My little change. If it was little, you wouldn't be worried about this.
Said you hurt. Nigga.
You hurt. Come on, man. Like, you made a mistake. Hey, you Young Jock. You just got to eat that. It's a wrap. And here's another thing. When's the last time you Zelle some money to somebody?
Like last week.
Okay. There's a thing that says, are you sure?
Facts.
And it has the person's name up there of who you sent them.
No, not all the time.
Yes, it does. When you type in somebody's number, I've done it before. Well, the last time that I did it, I typed in somebody's number, and this is the first time I was using Zelle for the account. It was somebody that wasn't in my contacts, right?
Yeah.
And it popped up as their name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it asks, are you sure?
Yeah. Okay.
You got to eat that, bro.
Okay. You right though. The little change part.
The little change.
Don't try to downplay.
And then don't try to reverse psychology like them say, man, God has a bigger blessing for you. This is the blessing.
This is my blessing, right? Blessing accepted.
This is my blessing.
Hey, what was the area code? 404?
Man, 1,800 out of nowhere.
Somebody in Atlanta. Hey, somebody in Atlanta
came up.
Hey, look, somebody in Atlanta was sitting on their couch watching Judge Mathis, right? And it was like, he was like,
crazy. You got 18.
Oh, God heard my
man. Yo.
Hey, whoever this is, block.
But see, this is the thing. Like, I don't even. Okay.
That was the best.
I love the fact. I love the fact that they blocked them after the fact.
Bro, that's classic.
Just so in their mind, they can't live with the fact that somebody sent them some money mistakenly.
Now
I don't understand that though.
Now look though, what's cold is the person that really needed the 1,800. Do you still send them?
Ooh, it's a little change. Yeah, you do.
No.
Depends on who it is and what it's for.
Because if you want it back and it's a little change, you need that.
You need that.
So do you then send the 1,800, the real 1,800 to the actual person?
It all depends on the deadline.
Nigga might get like 1,100. You ain't gonna get the full 18. I'm telling you right now.
Hey man, just to let. And I wonder if that
maybe
person,
900.
that person that they owed the money to, if they seen the conversation, it was like, "Fuck, I ain't getting my money."
Or what if you recognize the number that it was sent to and that person owe you money? So like when Young Jock posts the conversation, you look like,
wait a minute,
404. Like, oh, that's Chuck. That nigga owe me a rat.
Oh, you sent him 1,800. That's crazy. He owed me 2. Yeah, that's hilarious though. The little change part was by far the funniest part. It's like, Don't try to little change it. That
No,
shit
the
hit.
God, no, the God has a bigger blessing. Don't do that to me.
Don't do that.
Because you was the blessing.
Hey,
Okay.
do you respond back to that? Hey, don't do that. Before you block them. Hey, don't do that. Bling, block their ass right after that. This is, what did you say? Don't do that, ... This is the blessing. And then block them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I love it. I
Hey,
love
yeah,
it.
that, see, I like that.
I like that.
I like that. That's what I would have did. Before I blocked him, don't do that.
Don't do Oh, that is good, man.
Now what? Now look, is it still funny if it was like $18,000?
That's when that shit hurt. Hey, look, I'm hurt by the 1800.
No, but I'm saying right now, would we be laughing if it was 18,000?
It's Young Jock, yes.
Damn.
Yeah,
son.
he ain't getting no. It was going down. Nah.
Wow.
Now if it's like a smooth 180, like then I was like, ooh.
180 what? 180,000?
180 racks.
180,000? 180,000, nigga. I'm pulling up.
Where you pull it up to?
Whoever. I'm going to Zelle headquarters, nigga.
Nah, I know you. You'll find a way to get their
What?
address and the number. all
I'm
that.
getting the IP addresses, all that.
Yeah, don't do the 1800 is the little change, and then try to get your fans. Nah,
And then you blew my number up. But the
you
number,
you really not getting your money back.
facts,
After that, you put my number out there.
facts.
Oh nah, this is what is that? What's it called? The term the something damages.
Bro,
That's the 1800.
punitive. That motherfucker be like, I'm one of Young Jock's fans, right? I got It's Going Down playing, or I know you see it playing in the background, right? I know that motherfucker playing. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. We're sorry. Well, I tried, Jock. You know what I'm saying?
Many, mighty, mo.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know you see it.
Woo,
You see
woo,
these text messages.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is 1800 up and out of service.
They out this thing. Oh man, I don't know why. PB was asking me if I had some dad advice for 50. I don't have dad advice for 50. You know, he's been going through this thing with his son.
I really like
for
50
years.
Cent.
But my thing is, if I'm Marquise, which is 50's first son, why?
Why what?
Why would you even?
Oh,
why would
try-
you poke the bear?
Because they the same person.
But
Literally, have you seen this?
they
nigga?
look exactly alike, but he's not on the same level of petty as 50.
Probably
There's
not.
nobody that's on that same level as
Probably
petty as
not.
50.
No.
Why
I
would
love
you-
how, you know what I love about 50 Cent? It's two things. One, I love that he knows that he's petty. Like, he's extremely self-aware.
Yep.
And he leans all the way in. And the other thing is, 50 is one of the most transparent people I've ever seen in the music industry. Like, transparent, like,
Because he explained exactly what happened.
he explained the whole thing.
And for me, me on the outside, I'm like, I wouldn't give no more money either. You tripping?
He was like, I was paying this, I was paying that. I told her to get a job. She wouldn't get a job. Then she kept just doing, mooching. So I went and put myself on child support. I told her I was giving her more than she than she.
Put her on child support and then had to regulate the amount to a lower amount that he was already giving her. All these years. And leading up to when he got 18, was like, hey, look, it's going to run out. 18 is going to run out, just letting you know. And of course it did. So it's like at that point, now we don't know the ins and outs of the relationship as transparent as 50 is. There's probably things that we don't know about. But for me, that doesn't have me, I don't have mercy for the situation. Like I'm like, bro, why would you then take it to social media to try to like play 50 at his own game?
No.
Ain't gonna work.
Ain't gonna work. Shit, 50 looking for a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm 38, but
He not.
he not
He,
no
looking
more.
for, he got another kid.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah,
He got a whole
and he
dude.
living good too.
Yeah.
You see him?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he living good.
Yeah.
He man, and I know that probably eat at the son too. The older one to know your little brother, everything that you wanted, he's now getting. Mainly the relationship.
Man.
So let me ask you this: if you 50, you extremely petty, and your son, right? You have the same backstory, but the son, because this is one thing that I don't understand. The son is saying, look, I think at one point he says, man, I just want the relationship. Forget the money. And what if that's the case? What if he's, you know what, forget the money. I did that on some. What if he hits him up like, look, I did that shit on some clout shit, pops. I know how you. We the same. I'm your seed, right? I just want the relationship. I want to make up on the time that we lost. Fuck the money. At that point, if you're 50, do you let him in?
Yes. Yeah. I think you reward transparency and vulnerability. I always have and always will reward vulnerable honesty. If you come to me and be like, you know what, that shit hurt my feelings, bro, because this is not, I will honor that. If you come to me like, you got me fucked up, blah, 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 that's not you being transparent or vulnerably honest. That's you covering up the vulnerability with bravado, and I don't fuck with that.
Now, what if that is just a means to just trying to get back in? What if he's just doing that?
Then you castrate him after. Figuratively speaking, not really, but
Got you.
then you gut him, gut him out of your circle and cut out the cancer, and you move on with life. But at least you gave it a shot.
Yeah. Well, that's the dad advice, 50, if you listening.
That's a dad advice.
From a nigga that's not a father.
Exactly. But you are.
No, but I actually, that actually makes a lot of sense. I co-sign that, for sure.
So let me ask you this, then we'll get into your thing, right? I was having this conversation this week about love. What is it? And then two, I'm not a parent, so I don't know that I can speak on unconditional love, because all love to me is conditional. But is there anything that your son can do where you won't fuck with him?
It's tough because I got a 4-year-old, so it's like I can't think of anything. I just can't fathom it.
Okay,
right?
okay. But you know, like, where I'm going with it, let me finish the question. So where I'm going with it is you got people like Eminem. We all know his story with his mom.
Yeah.
And then I know people in real life who their parents have tried to sell them into trafficking and like all kind, and then vice versa. I know people that have, done really reprehensible things towards their parents. Whether it's try to set them up for, a drug deal, or try to false claim on them so they go to jail forever type shit. Is there anything you say you can't fathom? But
no. So yes.
Because to me, all love is conditional.
If you're clearly lying about something, like that, oh my God, okay. Let's say for all practical purposes, my son says, oh man, my dad or my parents, they beat me. And they're like, and he's like really claiming that shit, and it's like,
and he's putting
marks on it, but it's not true. Then I would have to, and even there, it's a situation where I was trying to get him help and try to figure the situation out, but that would instantly have put my guard up. It's like, yo, okay, you on some other shit, and I don't know why.
Right.
I would love to give you that unconditional love, but at that point, it would have to be conditional at some. But even then, there's still a part of me that is willing to like forgive you, but it's like if you still show that you can't be trusted in a certain sense, then that's the only thing to me. I was like, well, look, I got to cut ties and.
So over and over and over.
I'm a 3 strikes type of person. Okay. You do something 3 times, at third time, it's like,
Because I was thinking about that, like, I'm not a parent, so I don't know that I can speak on quote unquote unconditional love, but I believe that that's the only unconditional love that exists is between a parent and a kid. Other than that, it's all conditional.
That's true. I mean, I see that side of it because, again, if somebody does something over and over to you again, it makes you like rethink your relationship with them. And then again, if the kids or the adults, like it just depends on what stage of life they're in. If they're, you don't know if somebody's like mentally going through something. If they are, that's a whole different conversation. It's like, I mean, we all have family members who's like, oh man, that's just Uncle so and so, or that's just my cousin. But you just let it slide because you know that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in terms of like relationships in that sense, like kids, I feel like that's the closest thing you can have to unconditional. Now, you asking what is love, right? Yes, what is love? In like a romantic sense?
In general.
Oh, okay. Well, we just already knocked that out then. Never mind. I thought you were asking another way.
In the romantic sense, the thing is, the reason why I don't believe in it is because if you ask 100 people what love is, you get 100 different answers.
Right.
It's like, bro, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, I mean, I don't.
And then people always hit you with, you just know. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Hey, man.
You just know. PB, you love your girl? How do you know?
He just knows.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
You just know. Make it, man. All right. Next topic.
You get upset when we talk about love. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get upset. I'm just saying nobody can explain it to me in actual English words. Using.
So you want to break it down. You want us to explain some shit to and break it down for a way that you need to know. I don't know. And when you get there, then you be like, oh, okay. And at that point, maybe you can break it down.
Nobody can break it down.
Maybe you can break it down when you get there.
Nobody knows. Everybody out here winging it.
So you think love don't exist?
Well, by definition, it does exist. It's a chemical reaction.
Hold on. The love don't say nothing about no chemical shit.
Bet money.
I'm not gonna bet money, but I'm gonna look it up.
Bet your left shoe.
Nope, I'm not gonna bet nothing. I just don't think it has chemical in there.
Bet your left shoe.
An intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something. Feel deep affection for someone. Like or enjoy very much. I should have bet. There's nothing chemical about that shit.
That's what the old definition used to say.
All right, let me look at the old definition.
And Webster, it used to say
all right,
that.
Webster, right?
It used to
Webster,
say that.
love, okay. We're going to look up Webster love. I'm going to be Mr. Technical ass nigga. Hold on. Webster, definition of love.
It used to say that.
Okay. Strong affection for another arising out of kinship and personal ties. Maternal love for a child. Attraction based off sexual desire, affection, and tenderness felt by lovers after all these years. They are still very much in love. Boom. That was just an example of a sentence. Nothing about chemicals.
They used to say that. It used to say that. I'm not wrong.
Nah.
I don't care
if you
can't
prove it.
I don't care if you believe
I know you
me
don't
or not.
care.
I'm just telling you what the white people used to say. They change the definition all the time. So the white people used to say it was a chemical reaction in the body.
Oh, so what black people say?
That's some bullshit.
What black people say?
You just know. This is fuck out of here. Anyway.
Let me look up the urban definition of love, see if you just know it's in there.
Urban Dictionary?
Urban, yeah. Definition of love. Let me see.
You're gonna say what? I really fuck with you.
I fuck with you a long way.
It do? Is that
Nah,
that?
I don't fuck with that. No. It ain't in here.
Love not even in the urban
That's
dictionary.
crazy.
Look at you
Love
niggas.
is feeling calm and peaceful. Love is getting over the fear of not being good enough. Love is a reward for Love is not a reward nor a punishment. Okay, they got a whole fucking soliloquy. But nothing about chemicals. What else you got?
You got something.
I do? Oh, I mean, people know by now. I've already posted it. And there's been some information I've been holding on to for a little bit, but I am going to be a father of 2 now. Got another son on the way.
Another son.
Another son, not going to lie, man. It's so funny. Everybody around
Congratulations.
us, thank you. Appreciate that. Damn,
I knew, but whatever.
Yeah, you was one of the first. You was one of the first people to know the last time too.
Facts.
Wow. Everybody around us, including like my mom, my wife's mom, everybody was like, "Oh, it's a girl. You gonna have it's a girl," including me. I was like, oh. And for me, this is the first time when everybody asks you, like, "What do you want?" This was the first time I was like, I wouldn't mind a girl. So everybody knew, and we found out it's gonna be a boy. My wife is the only one. Tasha's the only one who was like, from jump, she was like, I want all boys. I don't want a girl.
Word.
So I'm happy at the fact that she gets what she wants, because she's, physically going through majority of the shit, right?
All the shit.
Majority of the shit. I'm supportive. She couldn't do it without me.
What are you doing?
Hey, I'll tell you in Cabo what I did. All right? That shit couldn't go down without me.
No, I'm talking about with all the shit she's going through every day.
I just gave her a ride to do the ultrasound today.
Bro, them pregnant Reddit is gonna kill you for this shit.
What I'm saying, by definition, she's doing majority of the work.
Okay.
All right, physically.
All right.
And emotionally.
I just hate when niggas say, we pregnant. Bro, you not pregnant,
no,
my
I
nigga.
never did that.
Don't do that.
I won't
we
do
not
that.
pregnant,
No.
my nigga. You not waking up, vomiting, and you don't got snot coming out everywhere. Like, you not.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like, we not pregnant. She pregnant, and I'm here for whatever she got going on.
And that's exactly how I feel. Like, I'm here to support, right?
Yeah.
But so for her to say, or for us to find out we having another boy, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm excited that she's getting what she wants. So yeah, we got another baby on the way in March. And to be honest, man, this shit it's it's one of those tricky situations where being pregnant, you got to be sensitive to everything that's going around you, right? For this go around, I low key didn't even want to announce it.
Why?
Because the last time I felt like everything was public. Like we did the public announcement. You know, it was just
baby shower.
Big baby shower, all that. So this go around, I'm really like trying to scale down everything. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but my thoughts on that is because knowing what other people go through, there's people that out there that can't get pregnant.
Facts.
So I'm sensitive to that shit. There's people out there that's had miscarriages along the way. We've had scares along the way. So it's like each time that you kind of like do this announcement, and it's just a certain level of like anxiousness that you have along. It's never a woo until the baby's actually here. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me didn't want to say anything until we got super close, but you know, I want to obviously celebrate and you know, yeah.
Well, I mean, you could just pop up like Kendrick did.
Well, yeah, he got money for that.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't got money to duck off. You got to see me.
Yeah, that's true.
He had money to be away for 5 years. How many was it? 1,000? How many days?
I don't remember what the amount
He said
of
in
days.
the album. But yeah, I can't do that.
So when you told your son, because he's what, 4?
4, yeah. He didn't. So we told him, yeah, he had just turned 4. So he understands now a little bit more that he has a little brother coming. So now he doesn't understand like the time frame. So every day he's like, when's my little brother getting here? When's my little brother getting here? But initially when we first told him, he was just like, babies are so wild. They absorb the energy that you put out. So he's looking at us for our reaction, and he sees that we're happy, and it's like, it's a good thing. So he's like, yay, I'm happy about it. So for him, he's excited about being a little brother. But I don't know if he realizes what it's going to be until he get here. That the time, the attention is going to be divided. It's now not all going to be on you. It's going to be on your little brother now. That's the part that's interesting. That I want to see how he reacts to that.
I think he's gonna be helpful and shit.
Yeah.
But what this the part that people, so it's all the shit you did, you got to do it again.
All over again. And here's the trip part about it.
Potty training and blah, blah, blah.
I'm not excited about none of that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not excited about none of that.
You going to, like,
because there's some stuff that we got rid of recently where I told Tosh, I'm like, yo, let's just hold on to it for maybe another year. No, yeah. Gone. So we got to get it all over again.
This is the thing that I cannot wrap my mind around, okay? This is the one thing about having multiple kids, because I went through with my mom and my brother and my sister, right? She had my brother and sister 10 months apart. Boom, boom, back to back.
Shit.
10 months apart.
Shit.
So for 2 months a year, they the same age.
Are you serious?
Yeah. For 2 months a year.
But she had the gap between you and them.
It's 2 months. Oh, no. For between me and them?
Yeah.
It's like 14 years, 15
so,
years.
yeah, except for her, she was like, look, if I'm going to get it in, it's going to be.
This is the problem when you have two kids, right? You potty train a kid. The kid is of age. The kid's potty trained. And then you got a brand new kid that you got to redo it. And you but you're not used to having to deal with that headache all over again. Yeah. And it's like, so you got one kid right here just chilling, whatever, and you gonna look at this, my nigga, you just gonna shit in the chair? You just gonna shit right here. Like while I'm holding you just gonna shit in the chair. Like,
so the thing with that, so we had a.
Then when they pulled the diaper off and.
Charles was good. Like I go on TikTok and I see on Twitter the crazy shit that kids do. Thank God my son ain't did none of that shit.
Pull the diaper off and stick it on the wall.
I've seen that. I've seen fade. I've seen some wild shit of like kids doing something. I'm like, I hope that this next one is nowhere near that.
I have a feeling this next one, because you had a good one.
I know, and that's
this
low
next
key.
One,
I'm hoping that that's not the case.
This next one gonna be a Tasmanian devil. Oh, it's gonna be a wild watch.
I'm not speaking that.
Watch.
We're gonna have
that motherfucker gonna be.
We gonna
spinning
have
through that motherfucker. He gonna fuck your shit up. Watch. Remember, it's gonna be milk and magnesia and shit all over.
I'm gonna bring him to your house then. Cool.
It's gonna be what?
I'm gonna bring him to your house then.
Watch. Then they gonna be somebody. I'm gonna get him a drum set.
All the loud toys. It's people like you that I can't stand.
I'm gonna get a little toy drum set,
the loudest toys,
and a ray gun.
Yeah, nah. 3 in the morning.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, y'all downstairs for to get a nap, huh?
Nah, we dropping them off with you. Damn
Shit.
that.
I ain't got no kids.
You ain't got no job, so you got plenty of time, right?
That's a fact.
There we go. So I need a babysitter.
Anyway, I think that's all I got. I wanted to talk about. Oh, it's no, I can't talk about that yet.
Why not?
Can't talk about
Why
that.
you even say that? Why don't you just remain quiet?
Okay,
Don't even say
so the last thing is
he can't say it.
I've been going to the chiropractor.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I have an obsession with that. Like I'd look at shit on like Instagram.
PB, this shit just got weird.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. If you go on like my Explore page,
This nigga talking about
it's bad. So I'm very interested to hear about your experience.
I hate it.
Why?
Okay, so
You
look.
like getting your back pop? Your back crack? Did he crack your back? You got your back cracked?
What's fucked up is you doing all that. I know he gonna make a clip out of this.
Yes! Nigga reaching on your back. Nigga lifted you all the way up. Topped all your shit, huh? Got you all the way in alignment. Made you feel good, huh?
I'm done talking about this shit.
No, let me ask you this. Did they did the full body adjustment? Yes! Yes! I get one every 3 or 4 months. I got one. Give me the clip, PB. Yes!
I go in. A friend of mine talked me into going because I got chronic back problems because I've been standing up hunched over DJing for years, and so this one part of my back on the right side is just always in pain. And she's like, "You should go." I'm like, "Fuck it, I go." And the dude is Dr. Kim, right? Going to Dr. Kim in there, right? First of all, no, this is gonna sound really judgmental, but it is what it is. I'm like,
There's no way you can lift me up.
how's this Asian dude finna really like? So
oh my God.
So I sign up, and this is how they hit you though. This is how they get you. You sign up, but you don't know what you really signing up for. So you go in there, and they like, yeah. Now the lady.
So you've never looked at any like chiropractor videos or anything?
I don't. I've never in my life thought I would ever go to one.
Go ahead.
I saw all these horror stories about people getting their neck broke, they paralyzed, all kind of shit. So I've never wanted to go to a chiropractor. So anyway, and low key, I think I was traumatized because when I was like in junior high school, I remember watching The People's Court, and somebody was suing a chiropractor because they paralyzed them.
Gotcha.
And I remember that shit. So anyway, stop watching that, The People's Court. So, so I go in there and he's assessing me or whatever, and he's like, yeah. So then the lady who works in front just brings me a pamphlet. She bring me this pamphlet.
I'm just laughing at the way he said he's assessing you. Okay, continue.
Fuck you.
He said he assessing me.
So then she bring me this pamphlet, and it got a picture of a spinal cord, right? And she's like, yeah, so this part of your spine can help you with this part of your spine. And then they got all of these things to the right of it that can be cured by a chiropractor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what's on that list?
I'm sure it's a lot of shit.
Headaches, cough, fever. I'm like, this is cat.
No.
Nigga, you cannot cure a cough by cracking my back, bro. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. They don't have nothing to do with the lung. The lung is different than the back.
All right.
So, anyway, I go in there. I lay on the thing. I'm like, I don't want to be here. He laughing at me, Dr. Kim. He laughing at me some more. He was like, yeah, see, look right here. Your right leg is shorter than
the other one, yeah.
Your right leg is shorter than your left leg. I'm like, what you mean, bro? He's like, I can tell just by looking at it. Okay, so I lay on the bench thing, and he's like, yeah, see, your right shoulder is up high. You right-handed, right? And I'm like, yes. Yeah. He's like, I could tell because your whole right side is inflamed and whatever. So he's assessing me. He's like, all right, let's do it. And so he was like, just take a deep breath. So I took a deep breath, and he said, no, exhale. And I exhaled, and he went, blah! And my whole shit was like, I was like, what the fuck was that? Right? So then he says, okay, turn over your side. So he had me turn on my side, so I'm laying there, and he had me put my leg, bend my leg, and hold my wrist, and he went, hike.
Oh, he did the noise too?
He did the noise. He went, hike, and did some shit, and just twisted my shit, and then did the other side twist, then he did my neck. And I'm just like, bro, what the the fuck?
Yeah, man.
And then when I got up, like you feel like
Kind of woozy, but yeah.
like I'm like, what? This nigga just killed me, and like, yeah.
But I'm still here. Like, did he do the neck?
Yeah.
Did he do the Y strap?
Why does he know?
I'm telling you.
So you like straps?
No, I'm not. No.
That's all I'm asking. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you the Y strap. You put this thing on your neck, and they when you're laying down, they pull it.
Oh no,
They do that?
we're not doing that. I'm not doing none of that. You go to a chiropractor?
No. I'm telling you, I just look at videos.
So you're a voyeur?
No, I went one time. And they didn't do that. They did the just the regular like back. They didn't even do all that. They did the little middle area, and yeah. I only went one time, but I didn't want to go back.
Yeah, you go in there and do that. I'm not.
So you're not gonna go again?
I have to go every week for the next 3 weeks because I got a plan and I paid for it. Didn't know I was paying for it.
Oh yeah. So
I did Apple Pay, so you don't see it right on. I don't see it right away on my shit, right?
Yeah.
So I paid for it, and they was like, yeah. So he was like, and he talked fast, too,
Yeah.
like a used car. So he's like, so I put you on the wellness plan, blah blah. Just come back every week, blah blah blah. And then in the window it says $29.99 a visit, or for the first visit, $39.99 after. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I got 3 visits. Bro, they hit me for like $220, $230, $240, something like that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I'm going. Somebody finna crack something.
Do you? Okay. Whatever. So anybody can crack you.
Shut the fuck up. Bro.
Anybody can get in there. Dr. Kim, whoever. Whoever's available, crack me. I paid to get my back cracked.
Fuck you.
Do you
gonna
feel
get
a
your back
difference?
cracked too?
Do you feel a difference?
You want to go in there, right?
Do you feel a difference?
No.
You don't feel a difference?
No.
You only been one time?
Twice.
And you don't feel
I'm
like...
supposed to go 5 times, I think, or 6 times for me to be fully adjusted.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to go in there no more. I'm cool. I hate that place.
I'm going to shout them out real quick. Since you hate
No,
it so much.
I'm not saying the name of the place, but you can go in there, you can be me, you use that shit, and you do that shit. Make your leg, your right leg longer.
Oh, man.
Cure your cough.
That's hilarious. So now we know
like
one of the things you don't like. I didn't realize you hated chiropractic.
I do not like that shit. I don't like chiropractors. I don't like eyelash strips on the counter.
That's
2 things
super
I don't
random.
like.
That's super random.
I don't like those 2 things. I don't
So
like.
when did your hate for eyelash strips happen?
I don't know when it happened, but I just seeing it on the countertop is like one of the things that makes me. It's one of the things that will trigger me to
So
vomit.
when's the last time you seen the eyelash on the countertop?
I don't know, but I will say that literally seeing an eyelash strip on the countertop will trigger me to vomit.
On that note, we'll catch y'all next time, man.
Yeah.
Homegrown Radio, Chuck Dizzle DJ HED. Shout out to Fat Factory Studios. Once again, if you need a spot, they here. I promise no eyelash slips or anywhere.
No eyelash strips on the
Yeah.
countertops here.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.